3, 4.
Around much later, bro. What you been doing?
What's that been doing? I've been doing the gardening, man. I've been doing the gardening.
What, doing the gardening? What you been doing the gardening for? That is mental, man.
Because I likes to get down and dirty with my hose.
Hey, what you doing, bro? Oh, I was filling up my CV. I was applying for a job, innit? Oh, yeah, I know you're applying for a job. What sort of job? It's a job, innit? Yeah, I know it's a job, innit? But like, what sort of job? Like, do you want to be a teacher, like a plumber, builder, like what? No, it's a job, innit? Yeah, I know it's a job, innit? Give it here. It's a job in IT!
Why is sex like maths?
I don't know, what is sex like math?
Because you add a bed, subtract the clothes, divide the legs, and pray there's no multiplying.
Oh, hey Lulu. Guess what? Frankie showed me his penis behind the bike sheds yesterday.
No way, bro!
Yeah, he reminded me of a peanut.
What? Reminds you of a peanut? Was it like, well, small?
Nah, salty.
Here, why you only got got one go. Choose one.
Nah, mate, I found one.
I went to the chemist the other day.
What you go to the chemist for?
I wanted to improve my performance in it. Yeah. So I said to the chemist man, do you sell Viagra? He went, yeah. And I said, can you get it over the counter? And he said, only if I take 2.
Oi, Lulu! I didn't see you at school today, though, bro. Where was you?
Nah, got excluded, innit? Oh my god, they're so sick. Excluded.
What for? Why'd you get excluded?
Well, you know Miss Rogers that speaks English and does English, yeah? Right, so she came into class and she says, right, today we're doing multi-syllable words. Does anybody know any multi-syllable words? And I was like, yeah, miss, I got one. Masturbate. And she went, well, Lulu, that's a right mouthful. And I was like, no, miss, you was thinking of blowjob. Oh, you were so bad. Oh, hey, you is still a virgin.
Yeah, well, maybe it was till last night, innit?
Last night, as if.
Yeah, that's true. You just asked your sister.
Duh, I don't have a sister.
You will in 9 months ask your mum.
Oh, mate, that is sick. He shagged my mum. It wasn't. That is a low blow.
Yeah, she does that as well.
Oh, no, that's sick.
I was in Pets at Home at the weekend. Do you know the place? Yeah, picking up some dog food from my pet pug, Frank. And I was waiting in the queue for the cashier, holding this big 15-kilogram sack of dried dog food. And this woman behind me in the queue said, oh, have you got a dog? Always up for the banter. Didn't want to miss this opportunity. I said, no, my love, actually, no. I'm about to embark on the dog food diet once again. I'm a little anxious about it, not going to lie, because last time I ended up in hospital with a UV in both arms and an IV in both arms, whatever, and tubes coming out of every other orifice, you know. And but I did lose 3 stone in 4 weeks, so I thought I'd give it another try. By this time, I had the whole queue enthralled in my story. So I thought we'd embellish a little. So I said, yeah, I always go for the complete dog food because it's got all the nutrients you need for a well-balanced diet. And I prefer the dry dog food, the kibble, because you can just stuff it in your pockets. When you're out and about, you're feeling peckish, you can have a little nibble, you know, like this. Right, by this time, this lady behind me, she was horrified. She looked at me, she said, but I ended up in hospital last time. She said, well, was that through food poisoning? You were eating something that wasn't engineered for human consumption? I said, no, actually, I was hit by a car. I stepped off the curb to sniff a Cocker Spaniel's ass.
Mechanics motors is always the worst maintained, aren't they?
They are,
Yeah, I was checking out yours the other day for instance. You should be ashamed of yourself. I was checking out yours for the MOT, and you know them little squirties that squirt water on the windscreen?
Oh, yeah, washes, yeah.
Completely blocked up the washers, completely blocked up. Now, what would you do if a bird crapped on your windscreen?
I probably wouldn't go out with her again.
Excuse me, my car needs repairing.
Oh yeah, what's wrong with it in that?
Water in the engine.
How do you know that?
It's in the lake.
He's in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, take a seat, love. Well, we'll get around looking at it. It's probably just a flat battery.
A flat battery?
Yeah.
Well, what shape should it be?
Yeah, I'll get that. Take a seat. Go away, Dad.
My missus backed the car at the garage last night. I was well angry.
Why?
Well, I'd only just backed it in.
Well, I'm actually pretty good at reversing. Just the other day, a traffic warden commented on my parking.
Yeah, that.
He left a note on it saying, parking fine.
Got your car out the lake, love.
Yeah.
I had a hell of a job getting the lipstick off the steering wheel.
I was trying to blow the horn. So it says on your website that a full service, including grease nipples, is £75. Is that your best price?
Full service, including grease nipples, is usually £75. Yes, love. As soon as it's you and you're a regular, I'm prepared to pay as much as 100. Yeah, all right. Yeah, you maybe. Come up here. Get up here. You're a bit of a boy racer, aren't you? Yeah. How would you explain your driving style?
Well, I donut round and roundabouts.
Donuts round and round
Screech round the corners.
round the corners.
Wheel spin under all the lights.
Wheel spin around all the lights, yeah, burning rubber, yeah. I bet you're hard on tyres.
I bet it doesn't.
Think about that one.
How did it go with your car last week when you came under an denting?
Well, you told me to blow really hard down the exhaust and it should just
right, yeah.
pop out itself. So I tried it, it didn't work.
It didn't work. Oh, right. Did you have the windows wound up?
Look, have you found out yet why my car won't go?
Yeah, found out why your car won't go. Shit in the injectors.
What? How often do I have to do that?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this evening's workshop. Learning how to play the guitar just about well enough to get laid. Lesson number 1. Girls love the sight of you just holding your instrument. So get it out and put it on your lap and just gaze off meaningfully into the distance like this.
Oh my God! Do you play the guitar?
Okay, ladies. Lesson number 2. Pretend that your guitar or one of your accessories has some real sentimental value to you. Oh, I just dropped my Oh, thank you so much. You know, my grandfather gave me this puck just before he died, whilst I was rescuing him from a burning church.
Wait, did he die or did you rescue him?
Lesson number 3. You don't even need to know how to use the puck thing. You can just put it between your lips while you pretend to tune the guitar. It looks really sexy.
Oh my God, he's tuning! Oh my God. It's turn those. Oh my gosh. Tuning.
Lesson number 4. Always keep your audience really actively engaged. It makes them feel really special and much more likely to have sex with you later. So, ladies, would you like me to play you a song?
Oh yeah, should I? By Ed Sheeran.
Oh yeah,
Oh
love
my
that
gosh,
one.
yes, I love that. Please.
Wonderwall by Oasis, yay! Now, there are literally thousands of chords, probably. But you only need to learn about 3 or 4 of them to play the vast majority of most popular songs. Lesson number 5. Always pick a really well-known song. That way everybody will sing along with you, so you don't have to. And it's also a really great way of hiding any bum notes that you might end up playing. You ready, girls?
Yeah.
Today is gonna be the day that you're
Gonna throw it back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now.
Lesson number 6. By this time, the girls are gagging for it. It's time to close the deal. You can stop playing completely and just start tapping on the guitar. It makes you look multi-talented and super cool. Watch. I said maybe.
You're the one that saves me. Tap, tap. And after all, you're my wonderwall. Oh my God!
Bollocks.
Now, Mr. Briggs, you are charged on the 22nd of last month. You did batter your wife to death using a large spanner.
You bastard!
And you're also charged on the same day you did batter your wife's love to death using a large spanner.
You utter bastard!
No, sir, I will have order in this court. No shouting from the back there, wherever you are. I can't see you. But I will have order in this court. Now, I'm sure you are as affected by this heinous crime as any reasonable person would be. But I will have order. But if you have anything to say it now or forever hold your peace.
Your Honour, for 15 years I've lived next door to this bastard. And whenever I asked him if I could borrow a spanner, he said he didn't have one.
Guilty as charged. Take him down, sir. While you're there, call the next defendant.
Call the next defendant. Your Honour, the next defendant has run away.
Run away? Absconded? Would this be the 4'6" clairvoyant who's up on the floor as charge?
Yes, Your Honour. We're looking for a small, medium at large.
Very well. Call the next defendant.
Call the next defendant.
Yes, take the dog, please.
Your Honour. Your Honour, I'm here on trumped-up charges. I'm an innocent man.
Trumped-up charge? Well, please explain.
Well, you see, I was filling up my car at the petrol station. I didn't realise I'd spilled petrol down my sleeve. So when I lit up a cigarette, my arm caught fire. I jumped in the car, drove down the A31, waving my arm about, and that's when I was arrested.
I see. And, officer, exactly what was he arrested for?
Possessing an illegal firearm, my lord.
Yeah, I think there's a trumped-up charge. You're free to go. Call the next defendant.
Call the next defendant.
Yes, that's very good. Call the next defendant. Yes, Miss Jones.
My client pleads not guilty to lewd behaviour and would like to prove his innocence through questioning, if you so please.
Very well. Proceed.
The court can see that you have 2 black eyes. Would you care to explain how you received the first?
Right, I was in this lift going up to the 2nd floor, and it was a very hot day, and there was a woman in a silk dress stood in front of me. And she had the dress tucked up the cheeks of her ass. I thought that can't be very comfortable, so I reached forward and pulled it out for her. That's when she smacked me round the arm.
Perfectly innocent, you see, my lord.
Yes, I see. How did you get the other black eye? Please explain.
Ah, right. Well, I realised that she liked it tucked in, so I reached forward and pushed it back in. That's when she hit me again.
Yes, perfectly reasonable, very public-spirited of you. I'm sure we'd all do the same thing. You're free to go.
Thank you, my lad.
Call the next defendant.
Call the next defendant.
My lord, my next client would like to prosecute against her employer and make a claim for compensation on the grounds of sexual harassment.
Sexual harassment, a very serious offence indeed. So please explain yourself, young lady. What's all this about?
Well, Your Honour, ever since the first day at my new job, my boss has been sexually harassing me.
I see. And how long have you been at your new job?
2 weeks, Your Honour.
Very well. Well, what form does this sexual harassment take?
Well, on my very first day, my boss walks past me and says, your hair smells nice today.
I see.
And then the next day it was the same. Your hair smells divine. You must use really special shampoos. I just love the smell of your hair.
Well, I see your predicament, but it seems to me that your boss is actually giving you a compliment. How on earth can this be construed as sexual harassment?
He's a midget.
Hello. I went to the hairdresser's this morning, and I said to the stylist, do you think you could cut my hair so that it's longer on one side than the other, and then dye it bright orange and make it go all frizzy? She looked at me and said, don't know, I'll see what I can do. So I said to her, well, you managed it last time. Actually, while I was there, she was telling me about these wild parties she goes to. They're into these really weird party games. And she was telling me about this one where all the men stand naked around the room and the women are in the middle, blindfolded. I guess it's a little bit like Blind Man's Butt. And they have to feel the men's podgers and shout out the name of the man they think they're touching. Anyway, they were in the middle of this game, full throws, having a great time. And there's a knock at the door. Somebody let them in, and it was the vicar. Well, the vicar was most embarrassed. He blushed most profusely and said, I really don't think this is my kind of thing. I don't think I should be here. To which somebody shouted out, nonsense, vicar! Your name's been mentioned twice already. So his parents took him to the church.
Simon. What's happening?
Do you fancy engaging in some group sex?
Ooh, group sex? Well, I don't know really. Who's involved?
Well, so far on my list I've got you, me, and your wife.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'll bother.
All right, I'll take your name off the list then.
Here, I heard Jim swallowed a Hoover and they took him off to hospital.
Oh, really? How's he doing?
Well, he's picking up nicely.
Hello!
Hello.
Sorry we're late, but my missus, she fell off a ladder. Yeah, she did. I dialed 999 emergency services and got all the operator and they said, oh, I said, my wife, missus, she's fallen off a ladder. They said, well, send the paramedic round right away. And they said, where do you live? I said, number 57, Eucalyptus Crescent. And they said, how do you spell that? I said, I'll tell you what, I'll drag her around to Oak Street and you can pick her up from there.
Good idea.
Here, Andy, who is that gorgeous woman I saw you with the other day?
Well, I'll tell you what it was, right? I hadn't been feeling too good, so I went to the doctors to get some advice. And he told me, he wrote me a prescription, he said, get a hot mama and be cheerful.
Let me see that. You idiot. It says you got a heart murmur and be careful.
Here, you know that Madonna's got like a pet name, Madge?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, Margaret Thatcher, she had Maggie.
Maggie, yes, right, she did.
I thought I'd give my missus a pet name.
Go on, go on, eh?
But she wasn't too pleased, I can tell you.
Why's that?
She didn't like sperm well.
Here, my missus has just gone off to the West Indies.
Oh,
Jamaica?
No, she wanted to go.
My missus has gone to St. Petersburg.
Is she Russian?
No, she's taking her time.
I'm taking my missus to northern Italy.
Oh, do you know her?
Should do, been married 20 years.
my wife had an accident on a volcano.
Krakatoa.
No, broke her finger.
You know, I once knew a girl, she was stupid. She was so stupid, she went out and bought £1,000 worth of meat from the butcher's and she didn't even have a freezer.
You think that's stupid? I know this woman. She paid £20,000 for a car and she can't even drive!
Well, I'll tell you, my missus, she's even stupider than that.
No.
Yeah, she's just booked a holiday to Ibiza,
Yeah.
right? Bought 1,000 condoms. She hasn't even got a dick.
I bought my nephew last Christmas a jigsaw, you know.
Oh, that's nice of you.
Yeah. By 12:30, he'd cut off 2 fingers.
Families at Christmas, eh? You know, I was never particularly close to my dad when he died. Which was just as well, because he trod on a landmine.
Here, look at that sheep over there with one eye.
Here. Sheep, one eye. I'll tell you something. The other day, I was stood by the side of the river, and there was some bloke on the other side, and he started shouting across at me. He said, "Excuse me," he said, "excuse me, can you tell me how to get to the other side of the river?" Well, I looked up one way, and I looked back the other way, and then I had to shout back to him, "You're already on the other side of the river!"
You'll be pleased to know, Simon, I followed that advice what you gave me the other day.
Yeah.
You know what I was telling you about my missus?
Yeah.
Where she always seems to lose interest in sex halfway through.
Yeah, I had the same problem and I cured it. I
did.
used to keep a starting pistol under the bed, and when she was getting a little bit tired and a bit, average, I just got the starting pistol out and fired it, and she just leapt back into action.
Well, that's what you told me, and I did exactly the same thing.
What happened?
As usual, she was losing interest,
Yeah.
so I got the starter pistol out from under the bed where I did it, and I fired it.
Yeah.
Well, she screamed, she bit me cock off as she shot herself, and then some bloke came out of the wardrobe with his hands up.
Here, my mother is the best cook in Dorset.
Oh, you lucky bloke.
Oh, yeah. She cooked me a cake the other day.
She?
I love
with
cake.
so much buttercream icing.
Oh, lovely buttercream, lovely.
She asked me to get some of those silver balls to go on top.
Oh, I love
Little
it.
silver balls
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
top, yeah.
So I went to the shop,
Yeah.
but I forgot.
You forgot to
Yeah.
get the little silver balls from the shop.
So I went.
What'd you do?
I went to the garage,
Yeah.
picked up some ball bearings,
Right.
and I gave her those. So later, when she had a slice, she bent over to pick up some crumbs, farted, and shot the cat.
You know, I was telling you about that really gorgeous girl where I work.
Yeah.
She's so stunning. She's an absolute stunner. Drop dead gorgeous she is. Trouble is, every time I see her, I sort of get this little, stirring, maybe little stiffies sort of thing, you know what I mean? So, but I finally plucked up courage to ask her out the other day.
Well, that's great news, Julie. When did you take her out then?
Well, in fact, I went round to take her out earlier this evening.
Oh,
Well, I thought before I go, I don't want to embarrass myself, so I taped me todger to my leg to avoid any obvious things standing up and everything. So I taped it down like that, but when I knocked on the door, she opened the door and she was wearing the skimpiest dress you've ever seen. Clung to her body like nothing.
So what happened there?
I kicked her in the face.
Right, yeah, I'm really looking forward to it as well. All right then. All right. Bye. Bye.
Yeah, who was that on the phone then?
Nobody?
Well, that didn't sound like nobody to me. Is there somebody else?
Do you think I'd be in bed with a brat like you if there was somebody else? Stuck in this game. What's the difference between light and hard?
It's easier to get to sleep with a light on. Here, here's an interesting fact for you. In evolutionary terms, why is it that women are not as good at farting as men?
Pray tell.
Because they never keep their mouths shut long enough for the pressure to build up. Here's another interesting fact for you. Did you know that today was National Orgasm Day?
What a shame. Right in the middle of National Headache Week.
go on.